Page 78. Language practice. Reported speech. Direct.
The ticket is for $300,000.
Reported.
The article said the ticket was for $300,000. The article said that the ticket was for $300,000.
Direct.
Why is the fine so high?
Reported.
He asked her why the fine was so high.
Direct.
It isn't fair.
Reported.
She said it wasn't fair. She said that it wasn't fair.
Direct.
I saw a star on my vacation.
Reported.
He said he had seen a star on his vacation. He said that he had seen a star on his vacation.
Direct.
I haven't bought a paper in years.
Reported.
He told her he hadn't bought a paper in years. He told her that he hadn't bought a paper in years.
Direct.
I'll turn off the TV.
Reported.
She said she would turn off the TV. She said that she would turn off the TV.
Direct.
He can afford it.
Reported.
She told him he could afford it. She told him that he could afford it.
Page 78. Pronunciation. Contrastive stress. Listen. Notice the stress on words that are compared. 1.
He told me he wasn't married now, but he was going to get married in the summer.
2.
She said she never reads the newspaper and that she prefers the radio.
3.
He said he'll do his homework before the movie, not after.
4.
She told us the tickets cost $35 each, not $45 each.
Page 79. Listening. Listen to the 3 news stories. Number the headlines. 1.
Hi, everyone. This is News Channel Radio 1080. I'm Chuck Slate, and here are the headlines right now. In Brazil, a 100-year-old grandmother said that she would soon become the oldest person ever to go skydiving. The woman, Ada Silva, announced that she would jump from an airplane tomorrow from about 4,000 meters over Curitiba, a city in southern Brazil. Mrs. Silva said she had never tried skydiving before, but her grandson had asked her if she wanted to try it. A reporter asked her if she was healthy enough to jump, and she said, sure. She said that even though she was 100 years old, she had done a lot of sports as a girl, and she felt like she was only 50. Mrs. Silva also asked her doctor if
2.
Here's an odd news story. It seems that some people will do almost anything to avoid visiting their in-laws during the holidays. One man, Ed Brown of Houston, Texas, even burned down his house. We interviewed Mr. Brown to get the full story. He said that he was tired of visiting his mother-in-law on Thanksgiving, so he promised his wife that this year he would cook Thanksgiving dinner. Mrs. Brown said she was surprised because Ed had never cooked in his life, but that he insisted. Mr. Brown said that he got up early Thanksgiving morning to start cooking. He'd forgotten to defrost the turkey the night before. To save time, he just turned up the temperature on his oven so the turkey would cook faster. Then he realized that he didn't have stuffing or potatoes to go with the turkey. Mr. Brown said he left the house to buy groceries, and when he returned an hour later, his house was on fire. Mr. Brown said he called the fire department immediately, but by the time they got there, his house was severely damaged. Mr. Brown said he had to spend Thanksgiving at his mother-in-law's house and that now he has to live there until his house is repaired.
3.
Moving to the world of entertainment, last night a gossip blog announced that the rumors were true. Canadian pop singer Anna Snow and Latin music star Martin Estrella told reporters at the airport that they had gotten married in Paris. When reporters asked Anna if she would change her last name to Estrella, she said she would. She also said that from now on she would only sing in Spanish. She said that she couldn't speak the language very well yet, but she promised that she would enroll in a Spanish class soon. Music industry experts said this would not be good for her career because Spanish-language music wasn't as popular in Canada. Anna also said they were going to have at least 3 or 4 children, and she said they would give them...
Page 79. Listening Plus. Listen to the rest of the stories. Choose true or false. 1.
Mrs. Silva also asked her doctor if she could try the jump, and he said it wouldn't be bad for her health. Her children and grandchildren told her that it wasn't a bad idea. Mrs. Silva said that her husband had died many years ago. But her new boyfriend, a young man of 85, said that he would go skydiving with her. We spoke to John Lewis, a spokesman for the Guinness Book of World Records. Mr. Lewis said that Mrs. Silva would set a new world record as the oldest person to skydive. He said the previous record holder, a Canadian businessman, had been 94.
2.
3 weeks ago, we told you the story of Ed Brown, the man who burned down his house trying to cook Thanksgiving dinner. This week, we interviewed his mother-in-law, Sharon Davis, to hear her side of the story. Mrs. Davis confessed that at first she was upset with Mr. Brown and hurt that he hadn't wanted to spend Thanksgiving with her. However, Mrs. Davis also said that since Mr. Brown has been living at her house, their relationship has really improved. The repairs to Mr. Brown's house will be finished next week. But now Mrs. Davis has said that she wants him to stay, and he says that he doesn't want to leave.
3.
Anna also said they were going to have at least 3 or 4 children, and she said they would give them all Spanish names. However, Martin told us he hadn't thought about children yet. He said he wanted to have only 1 child, maybe. Anna promised that she and Martin would do a concert together soon, all in Spanish. However, Martin told reporters that he wouldn't do any concerts together with Anna this year. He said he was going to work on his acting career instead. Well, congratulations, you two, and good luck.